Keep my wife's name out your mouth, you bitch. Listen, so I know y'all probably have heard just about everybody's opinion about, but I had to get this off my mind, man. So please allow your mans like maybe 5 to 10 minutes of your time to maybe offer a different perspective, if you don't mind. And as well too, like, man, it's been like 6 months since I've done a pod. So allow me to kind of work some things out, get my mind right, dust off the rust, man. Let your boy get back in that one bag. You feel me? Alright, man. So unrelated to the topic itself, but I had a conversation with my dad recently about clout and how, like, no matter how bad an action or situation that may occur, somebody is going to want to try and flip a narrative into their own and make it seem like they were an integral part in why the earth rotates, why the wind blows, why the sun shines, and why fucking anything fucking happens around this bad motherfucker, you feel me? And in that conversation, I explained to my dad that I see great strength in silence and playing the background. You feel me? Like, a wise man once said, you might not see my face, but just know that my hands is in it. Now, who the fuck that wise man was, I don't know. It might have been fucking Mac Nichols. It could have been Payroll. It could have been Uncle Ben from Spider-Man. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I heard that shit somewhere. It's been in my head ever since. But I'm leaning towards Uncle Ben, if you don't mind. But I digress. A few weeks ago, I was at home enjoying, a nice adult beverage and filling my lungs with the devil's lettuce and laughing my ass off to Chris Rock's movie, I Think I Love My Wife. And I have, as recent, wanted to watch the movie again because it's been a long time since I, like, really laughed my ass off to, like, mindless, like, comedic or comedy movies and shit. It's been a long time since I just, like, really just laughed my ass off to, like, a bad movie. But whatever. So, me and the lady, at night, after we, finish adulting, we like to sit in the bed, maybe watch a movie, and enjoy a beverage or two, and just turn on Tubi, and whatever ghetto-ass black movie come on, we just, like, play and just let that shit just keep on going. But as of recent, she was like, shit, I want to watch something different. I want to watch something new. I want to watch something that we haven't watched before. I was like, well, shit, you trying to laugh? Because I'm trying to laugh. So let's put on that Chris Rock, I Think I Love My Wife. So as I'm giving my movie suggestion or whatever, she was like, nah, gang. We stand in solidarity with the Meech and Spiffs. So cool. Now, over my 29 years on this earth, I pride myself on not being pussy or a bitch when standing up for myself or my family. But let's sidetrack for a second. And we'll jump back into the topic at hand today. But I had an issue with a gentleman once that owed me some money. And my pops, told me to take it. The meaning of taking it was just like, take it from the nigga. If a nigga owe you some money, take it. But not in a stealing or thievery type of way, but in a way of, like, asserting your dominance and let niggas know that you ain't no bitch. And if we got to get physical, we can do that too type shit. So in this situation, a gentleman owed me some money. And at that point, for maybe let's just say a week, every day, I go into his pocket, I reach into his book bag, anything that was of value, I took it. One thing led to another. Niggas got into a fight, whatever, just to let niggas know I ain't no bitch, we could do that. But that's neither here nor there. But I see great strength in being calm and composed but yet stern in your delivery. And not resulting in physical harm, but if niggas want to get physical, we can settle this like my boy Goldie said in the movie The Mac. Rest in peace to my nigga Max Julian. But in that movie, my nigga Goldie, him and a few other, I'm assuming P's, were at a dice game, man, enjoying themselves, talking shit, shooting little dice, you feel me, getting, letting off some stress. And so in that moment, one of Mr. Pretty Tony's bitches came up to my nigga Goldie and was like, do every girl got to audition and get with you? And so as my nigga, running his game, talking his sweet nothings to the young bitch, he can see from his side eye that Mr. Pretty Tony ain't fucking with that. Mr. Pretty Tony getting hot. So at that moment, my nigga Goldie was like, all right, bitch, relax, let me handle some grown man business. I'll be with you in just a moment type shit. So my nigga Mr. Pretty Tony is yelling out all types of expletives and verbal threats to my nigga Goldie and his mans and the people there, and even a young bitch as well too. So in that moment, my nigga Goldie say, Mr. Pretty Tony, you know the rules of this game. Now your bitch just chose me. We can settle this like we got some class, or we can go out and get into some gangster shit. Boy, you should have saw, man, when I first saw that movie when I was like 15, 16 years old, boy, that shit just it stuck with me. Now it's easy to jump into, physical harm and doing some, some real gangster shit. But it takes another man to say, hey, we can settle this like we got some class. Or we can get into some gangster shit as well, too. So to jump, let's revert back to the topic at hand today. Now, it's easy. And when I say it's easy, it's a mindless activity to just go and jump off the rails and start slapping the fuck out of people, punching people in their face, start kicking babies and shit and all that type of goofy shit. It's easy to do that. But what's hard is to remain composed. What's hard is to have the mindset to know that, yo, I can settle this in a calm, cool, collected way. Or we could jump off the rails and get into some gangster shit, man. But I find great strength in being composed and not expressing your emotions or acting emotionally in a type of situation like that. In my mind, as I'm like replaying the situation over and over and over in my head, and I know a lot of people offer their opinions about what they would have done. What you should have did was what he could have did. No, we ain't gonna do no shoulda, woulda, couldas, but I just want to offer maybe a different, method, maybe a different reaction to what he, I know I just said it, what he should have done or could have done. But William Smilliam could have played this situation so boss-like. Because, he handled the situation emotionally. And emotions most definitely can get you killed. Now, I can't tell nobody how to react to how to go about their day-to-day life, my nigga. Because like I tell motherfuckers all the time, I'm too poor to involve myself in situations with multimillionaires. I can't offer it. I can't offer my opinion on that shit because I'm not in that type of tax bracket too. But hey, guess what? I'm going to do it anyway. Fuck ya. But you wouldn't know, would have been so played to me if, yeah. While in that moment, while Chris Rock is on stage and William Smilliam is walking up on stage to address, you know, this gentleman or whatever. Would have been so player to me is while this is being done on live TV, if he would have went up there and just said, you know, in Chris Rock's ear, like, yo, Playboy, we ain't gonna play about that, about my lady, about my wife, by this woman in my life. Now, if he would have went up there and said that, maybe said something to his ear, you know, and be like, yo, apologize to my lady right now. And if Chris Rock would have sat up there on stage and be like, you know what? You know, my bad. I apologize for that. And Will Smith just go back. Man, that shit would have been so player to me, my nigga. That shit would have been so player to me. What was weak as hell to me is that he went on stage and slapped him. That shit is just so goddamn weak to me. Like I said, it's easy to result in physical harm. But if he would have went up there, composed, and showing his dominance and going up in there, maybe grab that nigga by the shoulder. Grab him real tight, real stern, like a father would do his son. Grab him on the shoulder. Pull him close. Whisper some gangster shit in his ear and be like, nah, apologize to my wife. Now that shit is hard to me, cuh. Now that shit is hard to me. But instead, you go on that stage, catch this man off guard, and slaps the shit out of him. That shit weak as hell to me, my nigga. That shit so goddamn weak, my nigga. But I can't tell a motherfucker how to react. I can't tell a motherfucker what to do. I can't tell a motherfucker how to control your emotions. I can't do it. Some people wait their whole lives to get to that stage. Some people go to motherfucking film school. They go to motherfucking Juilliard. They go to all these different places to get to that point in their life where they can go up on that stage and accept an Oscar. But yet, a motherfucker made this shit all about himself. Or he made it all about his emotions. He acted emotionally. That shows me the type of character that he is. I could tell, man. I could tell that he's battling demons that I necessarily can't, discuss. Because, his demons are internally. But you need to realize the source of those demons. You got somebody that's been, and don't get me wrong, I can't talk bad about nobody's relationship or whatever, but you got somebody that's been vocal and displaying her love for somebody else, my nigga. You have chose to be with somebody. And as well, I can't speak on their marriage or whatever, or what the fuck they do behind closed doors, but you got somebody that has already put you out there in the forefront and pretty much, I hate to say it, made you look crazy. Cause she out here messing with a young little nigga, you feel me? And get her back blew out by some young nigga. Whole time, while you out here playing Men in Black, playing bad boys and shit, your lady getting penetrated, my boy. Now, I know motherfuckers might say, well, that's the type of shit that they into. He be fucking bitches on the side from time to time, and she do the same thing too. But my nigga, have some class. When my nigga Goldie say, we can settle this like we got some class, or we can get into some gangster shit. Have some class about yourself, my nigga. Have some class. Now, again, I'm too poor to even offer my opinion on what multimillionaires should do. But I feel like there's a way that you conduct yourself. And that's not the way that you do it, my nigga. That's not the way that you do it, my nigga. Like I said, man, you got people that's been working their whole lives to get to the stage that you are at today, my nigga. And you made this shit all about yourself. Man, I would have been pissed as hell if that was the day I was about to get an Oscar. And I know the next day that all the storylines is about this nigga and what he has done. I'm going to be pissed off, my boy. I'm going to be pissed off. But hey, there you go. Motherfuckers just want to make it all about themselves. I'm going to keep it a bean with y'all, my nigga. I don't give two shits about what happened, who did it, who was a part of it, and what the outcomes were in that situation. The only thing I'm just pissed at is that I can't watch my motherfucking movie. I Think I Love My Wife, man. Hey, man, listen, man. This is the last time I'm going to take a motherfucking break, my nigga. I'm going to be back. Nigga, I'm back. Nigga, I had to take a little mental break, man. But guess what? Young Diane Sawyer, young Boris Kojo, you know what they call me, Bishop Meechy Jakes, nigga. I'm back to drop the gospel for you fuck niggas, man. I ain't taking no more breaks. A nigga had to, he had to get his mind right. I had to shake the rust off. I had to get my mind right, my baby. But guess what, man? Pods is coming back, man. Drug Table Talk Podcast. Meech, Spiff, somewhere solo out there in the A doing this thing, man. Guess what? I appreciate all 17 of y'all for always showing up, showing love, giving feedback when it's due. And I appreciate y'all for being patient with me as I go through my own personal journey and trying to figure out my life purpose and what I want to do with this podcast, man. But guess what, man? Like I said, I ain't going nowhere. I'm coming back. Man, a nigga had to get his mind right. And just know that I ain't never leaving y'all niggas again, man. So I appreciate all 17 of y'all for always showing up, showing love, giving feedback when it's due. And that's the Drug Table Talk Podcast with Meech and Spiff. Remember, we don't sell drugs, we sell knowledge and slang game. Rest in peace to my brother Mars, man. Love you, my boy. Now let's go be stars up in this bitch, man. I'm out.